Yeah, I don't know. I like it though. It's actually, I think you'd actually enjoy it. It's like a fun comic, and it's got some story stuff to it and everything. But anyway, having said all of that no one heard, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Comics Noob podcast, number 12. One of my favorite numbers, Alec. If you knew that, now you do.
Yeah, why? Is there a reason for that?
You're welcome. Well, yeah. I mean, you don't probably remember, but it's the day I was born.
You don't remember,
and you
so
probably don't remember that because you weren't born yet. But anyway, what's up, guys? My name is Chris, or the Comics Noob, or Ronin1011, or Ronin if you know me from my gaming stuff. And with me, as always, is my family, my nephew, my boy Alec, AJ Dubs,
that's me.
AJW.
Over here with the weird voice.
With the weird voice. With the weird voice. Why did I say weird voice
I don't know,
for?
I feel like my voice sounds weird. I always felt like that. At least on recording.
Listen, you're a growing boy. You're 12 years old. You're still.
I know I look like a 12-year-old, but I promise I'm not.
Nah, I'd say you maybe look like more like an 18-year-old now. You're getting there, man.
That's so true, though. I'll never look my age, dude. Never.
That's cool, man. That's good. That's good. I don't look like I'm fucking 37, do I? Maybe I look like I'm 27. I don't know. It's so stupid to tell people what you think you look like. Anyway, what's up, guys? Welcome to Comics Noob podcast. That's comics with an S in the middle. If you don't know what this is, we basically talk about the comics we are reading, fun comics, good comics. I started getting to comics recently, 12 weeks ago, actually, to be honest with you. Starting with DC Rebirth, and we talk about a lot of DC Rebirth stuff. We also talk about a lot of other awesome comics, starting on issue 1. New stuff, some kind of older stuff, but starting at issue 1. And that's basically what we do here. We talk about it, we go through it, and we would like your guys' feedback on some stuff. So anyway, basically what we talk about is 2, 3, or 4 different comics, and then we just tell each other what we think we should read, and then sometimes we talk about some movie stuff and some video game stuff. And that's basically what we do here. So now that we've said all that, let me tell you what we're going to do this week. This week, we're trying to play catch up. So last week we were playing catch up, and this week we're also going to play catch up. We're going to start. We're going to do some.
Squad threw off like everything else.
It threw us off, but that was our big episode 10 extravaganza. What that was, whatever. Yeah, it was fun. I liked it. I enjoyed it. It was cool. So we're playing catch up. But not only are we playing catch up though, bro. I think we're just reading more now. So, like, we're reading a lot more than we were when we started. When we started, we were, like, reading, like, 3 or 4 comics, and now it's, like, 10, you know? And I'm fine with that. I love that. It's just more content and you know. So we try and talk about these things a little quicker than we normally do. It's just to get it in and keep the show at about an hour. I don't want to really go over an hour too much. But anyway, so what we're doing this week, we're going to do Green Arrow number 4 and number 5 from the DC Universe Rebirth series. Number 4, number 5. Then we're going to go, I figured we could do Lucas Stan number 3.
Yeah. Fucking awesome.
And then we could do Batman 5.
End it off with
issue
Batman.
5.
Sounds good.
And then maybe a little No Man's Sky talk, because I'd love to talk about it with somebody right now. You know, what you should read. So that's what we're going to do, I think. And okay, so why don't we just head right into I was going to say Batman, Green Arrow, number 4 and 5. So, okay, now you mentioned this to me. All right, Green Arrow. All right, so
are we
in
too deep to stop? Do we have to keep going with it? Like, is it a necessity?
No. You know what? And I'm thinking about this. And all right, first let's just recap real quick, because I think I've gotten into this whole recap thing. Okay, so in the last issue of number 3, Green Arrow had snatched this laptop from Shadow, or you know, the red-faced dude, whatever the hell. However he got it, I forget how. And Shadow was chasing him through Seattle and whatever. And then so it opens up with him still being chased, but he ends up running into some cops, and then he runs into Diggle. And Diggle beats his ass for a second and was like, all right, fine, I just kicked your ass, let me get you in. Also, Black Canary had hijacked the freighter that was going to the Inferno, the huge bank ship, and was going to bring more people over there. And so she hijacked the ship. She didn't really hijack it. She just basically got a ride there. They capture her on the ship, blah, blah, blah. Diggle and Ollie fight. Diggle's like, all right, I'm done. I beat you down for a second. Let's get to work. So Canary gets kidnapped onto the ship, and then the fucking red-faced dude is like, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to turn you into... We see how the burn men are made by dropping them into this stuff that sloughs all their skin off, which is gross and awesome at the same time. And then Diggle and Ollie go into, what's-his-face's, that guy Henry, that keeps... I don't know why he keeps showing up. He's their tech guy. They hack the laptop, and then the laptop gets reverse hacked, and they talk to the red-faced dude. I don't even know. It's Dante. I don't even care. They want to make a trade. Laptop gets sizzled. They end up going to the ship. That was basically it. That was the whole freaking issue. All right, setting up for what's to come, which is the showdown between whatever. So now we're in issue 5. It's not really a showdown. They end up getting on the ship. And to be honest, I actually like this issue. I love infiltration.
Yeah. And I also like that. Like we kind of already knew where it was going, but like we really know what's going on with this whole like Ninth Circle thing now, what they are, what they do, because we see them talk, and we see that they're basically looking for ways to profit off of any sort of war or terrorism or anything around the world. And it's like,
they're assholes,
yeah, that's fucked up, but that's like really cool. Like that's like a really cool idea.
No, it is. Yeah, it is cool, and I think it's really cool. I think my voice is really loud. Let me lower my volume here a little bit. I think it's really cool that they're basically using all this money and stuff because the difference between Batman, Bruce Wayne, and Oliver Queen is Bruce Wayne doesn't do anything with his company. Like, he's never even there. Like, he doesn't show up. But Ollie, I mean, yeah, he was running it de facto, but yeah, he still kind of uses his money for shit. Not like Bruce doesn't, but I don't know. I just feel like Oliver Queen is more involved in the company than, than Bruce is. So it's interesting to see that, obviously. I mean, basically, they set Ollie up. They set up for him to die and take all his money, so he's not in the way, blah, blah, blah. He's not dead. He shows up. He's all pissed. He wants his money back, but he keeps saying he wants it back so he can make everything, he can help people still and this and that. So again, we have this infiltration issue. This was actually the coolest issue that they've had in a while. A lot of cool action. Although the one thing that this comic does not lack is action. Love the action, But I don't know. So it turns out that Emmy is not a bad guy. She just had to do all that stuff to make it look like she was helping them out, which is fine, which is what I had said previous. Like, I'm like, I hope she's just doing it like she's not, not on purpose, And great, the bank vault is pretty cool though, when it shows like the shot of it all the way up into like the top of the ship, right? With all the money and the paintings and the art. Like, that was pretty fucking cool. It was like, yeah, I'm gonna take all this shit, And really awesome. They're about to brand like Canary or something with a hot arrow, and she headbutts her and stuff. I love that. I just noticed this. I didn't just notice it, but I'm saying I noticed it when I read the comic. In this comic is that Emmy, like, she's wearing high top Converse type shoes with her ninja outfit, which is kind of cool, Yeah. But yeah, so, and then turns out again, Emmy was a double agent, frees Canary. Ollie's mad. They all get back to, then, Canary's all mad. Why'd you come back? You're an idiot. No. Why'd you let me leave? He's like, well, I thought you didn't want it. He said, you didn't tell me you were alive and whatever. And they have this little, CW moment where they kiss, and then him and his sister and his best girlfriend are back, and they're like, hugging. I'm sorry. Oh, I think we all are. And Diggle pops saying, hate to interrupt the love fest, but we got company, blah, blah, blah. So, and then it ends, in a really cool spread where it's the ship's blowing up and they're trying to get away, and Stormy sees, and he gets separated from everybody yet again and ends up on an island again.
Yeah,
he says not again.
That was funny.
I thought that was really cool. Yeah, I like that. So, am I gonna keep reading it? Am I having it end like this? So that ends that particular little arc, I guess, about what... I mean, I'm sure we're going to see with the Ninth Circle back and stuff, But I want to see what's going to happen now. Okay, but here's the thing, though. What if we did this with this comic, okay? What if we just read, like... What if we didn't talk about it for, like, a while? It's bi-monthly, so what if we just gave it, like every other month we talk about it, and we go to, like, we do, like, 2 issues at a time. Or even 4 issues at a time. And we just play catch-up like that. I'm fine with that. I'm going to keep reading it. I think I'm going to keep reading it, but I don't know if we should keep talking about it.
Down to,
because we have a lot of...
I'm kind of down to read it, but it's like... It's the only series I have right now that I'm not hanging on the fucking edge of my seat for. So it's like, it's so hard to keep my...
Me too.
Like, every single other thing I read, I'm like, fuck, what happens next? Fuck. And this is the only one that I'm just like, whatever.
Yeah, I agree. But it's not bad.
No, it's not
I'm not
bad.
saying it's bad,
just,
but it's not as good
just,
as the other stuff, especially
because we're seeing just how good these Rebirth comics can really fucking be. And
especially and this is like out there on the fringe that's got really nothing to fucking do. Not like the other ones do, but they kind of do. Like they're all intertwined in a way. I don't know.
They're all gonna eventually come back in, but you got to remember, they have, how many years worth of comics they have to write before we find out who's stealing time and shit. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, and I'm just realizing now that, like, I thought Rebirth was going to be, like, I think I'm just mistaken. I just felt like maybe it was going to be not so much as an event, but kind of. Like, there was going to be this huge thing, but no, it really isn't. It's just a way to fucking bring new readers like myself and others back into the fold. So I'm sitting here, waiting. Like, where's the Watchmen? Where's this? No, they just use that as a fucking device because they own the Watchmen and they could.
You can't look at it all diabolical like that. It's just they restart comics, dude.
No, it is, dude. It's diabolical. No, it is.
Dude,
it's comics.
Dude,
it has to be diabolical.
Restart comics. That's what happens. And yes. I mean, granted, yes, it is a selling point. It is to bring more readers, but they're not rubbing their hands. Oh, this is the only reason we're going to do this. Like, no.
I know that. I know. And look. It got me in it. It got me in it. It got me starting. It got us reading a lot. It got... Oh, my cat's attacking my wife. Izzy, get down. What? That was hilarious. I thought it was like a bug or something. I looked and the cat's on your chest. Ah, gross. Anyway. Sorry, guys. So, I may cut that out. Probably not. But anyway, yeah. So it is what it is. You're right, and but I'm enjoying either way. I'm just enjoying everything. A couple things I just want to mention about this comic. One, I brushed over it. I don't know if anyone can tell us what happened to Diggle. If you guys know what happened between Diggle and Ollie, like he got his girlfriend killed or his wife or something. I don't know what happened. I'm curious about that. I'd like to know what happened. Again, I could probably go and research it, but I'm not going to. So if you guys want to tell us, please let us know. That'd be freaking awesome. And the other thing is, I can't get on board with this art style.
Oh, I actually liked it. I actually liked the art style a lot.
No. Okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing.
But the fourth one really stood out to me. I don't know.
It's the same, and it's the same guy. But can I tell you? I feel like it's still. He has a very different style for close up. And then for distance, it's like 2 different styles to me. It really is. It throws me off, number one. Number two, it's too good for a comic. Do you understand? Like, it's not frenetic. There's no movement. It's so static to me. And having now spent 12 weeks, like, immersed in a shit ton of comics by all different types of artists, like, I'm really starting to, like, it isn't like I'm just reading 1 or 2 a month. I'm reading a lot every week. You know what I mean? And there's comics that I read. I mean, the amount that we talk about, I'm reading double that we don't talk about.
Yeah.
So I'm really seeing a lot of art, a lot of artists. I only remember half their names, and I'm not reading from more than one artist at a time. So I'm reading literally, 12 to 15 different artists at a time. Anyway, this art, it's really good. Don't get me wrong. I love it for a storyboard. He's a very good static artist, and I just don't feel any. Even like when. I mean, look, there are some panels that have a lot of movement in them, but they're just even the ones that are supposed to have movement, like him and Diggle on the dinghy going to the ship. The waves are crashing. It's up in the air. It just looks like a static board to me, though, you know? And that's fine. He's got an amazing art style. This is like a really great art style, but again, it's very static. And it's so weird that I'm saying that. Even when they shoot arrows, there's no movement. But so I have this weird thing. So those are the two things I just want to talk about. Color, I love the color. I love his tone in the panels. Like even in one page, the tone shifts with colors. He's using halftone, and especially in the last one, which is awesome because it's my, the logo for the TheComicsNoob. I use halftone, which is that dot, thing, like old newspaper print. It's a great art style. It's just I don't think it's great for a comic. For a comic that is supposed to have as much motion as it does. Anyway, that's it. That's all I want to talk about Green Arrow. Green Arrow was awesome. Well, I mean, it's nice. It's nice reading two in a row.
It's just.
Yeah, and I think we're going to. And guys, I'm sorry if you hear a pounding noise, but that's my landlord's kid upstairs pounding around. So if you hear that, that's what that is. So yeah, I don't know. It is. We're done. Good. Good, I guess. So let it just be what it is, and I think we're going to go ahead and do it at the very least once a month, maybe less. I don't even know, but we'll do a bunch at once. So we'll just deal with that. So let's just move on to Lucas Stand. Let's go on there and issue number 3. Now, there's a funny thing. We actually just recorded a whole thing about this, and I found out that my program had stopped recording for some dumbass reason. So we're going to do this again. Lucas Stand issue 3 of 6. We said we're upset that it's going to be only 6. That sucks. God damn, we just went through all this. Damn. All right, so issue 3 has Lucas quantum leaping, and yes, I'll say the joke again. Yes, he's quantum leaping. That's what he's doing.
The second time,
or even third or fourth. This is our 5th time. No. So he quantum leaps into some dude that's being hung, but it's a ruse. There's a Comanche Indian Native American guy who is a bounty hunter who wants a specific gang to come rolling into town. So they figured, let's go ahead and pretend to hang this guy and get this guy in here. So so they come in, and the Comanches, they take him out. And, like before we mentioned how it was really cool that in this comic, it's like, it doesn't just brush by facts that, like, he uses a revolver. Lucas grabs a revolver and uses it, and it nearly breaks his wrist because of the recoil.
Yeah, the weapons weren't the same. Design.
Yeah, like you said, it's like slapping. What'd you say?
It's like slapping gunpowder in a fucking lead pipe and just lighting it on fire.
Right? Yeah.
Guns and shit.
Right. So really, really cool. So he finds out. So the Comanche's like, so you're not him, right? Whatever this guy's name is, and he's like Duncan or whatever, right? Is the guy's name? He's like, no, I'm not really. He's like, I'm from like the future. He's like, how come you're so,
No.
He's like, so who are you? A ghost? A fragment of Cotton's mind? And he's like,
the gang.
Oh no, Duncan. Oh, the Duncan gang. Sorry. So no, he's
I forgot. Jeremiah Cotton.
Cotton. Yeah. He's like, so who are you? Are you a ghost? Are you a fragment of Cotton's mind? He's like, neither. How are you so okay with this? And he's like, I'm Comanche, but I live among the whites. I see both sides, supernatural and scientific. So there's room for both of my understanding. Really cool character. I'd love to see this character again. I wish this character like followed him, like maybe not as like a sidekick, but kind of like maybe like Diggle with Green Arrow, in a way. Anyway, he tells him that he's there that he died. He fights demons, and he's there, and he's got some like weird weapons and stuff that he uses to fight demons. And he's like, okay, well, all right. He's like, sounds weird, but I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. He sees this woman who looks very ill, and the Comanche explains that people in the town have just come down with some weird illness. He's like, you don't have that, right? And he's like, nah. He realizes he's detoxing. We brushed over this last time, but he sees him. He's like, I know what detox looks like. I know what people look like when they get off the, stuff. Here's some peppermint. It'll help. So, I just, again, I'm reiterating it for you, but, these guys haven't heard it yet. But so I just really enjoy this comic. The art style's out there. Like I said, they don't, sometimes in long shots, they don't even have faces. There's this one shot where he tells him that he's from 2016 and he literally has slits for eyes. Like, it's it doesn't matter, you know. But oddly enough, this has more movement than Green Arrow does. And this art is like half of what that art is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If that's how you want to gauge it. Still really good. And so, but the story is just so, it's a pulp, man. It's like a really good episode of like a TV show like Quantum Leap, which was a great show. He's going into the brothel. He wants to go lay down. He's really tired. He wants to like just sleep. It's like, well, go hang out in the brothel. As he's going in,
sees the demon.
He's flipping out, and he's detoxing at this point. So he just sees like the woman, right? She looks like a demon. You're like, oh shit, is that the demon? And and then he, you know, and he ends up getting his ass handed to him by a bunch of, you know, inbred bouncers. Wakes up, that woman is helping him, right? She just looks haggard, dude. She looks horrible. She looks like a skeleton. Gives him back, like, well, actually, she didn't want to give to him, but he took back his glasses, and he's got his demon detector, right, that goes off. Turns out, he finds out that the doctor of the town, who basically has the power to heal anybody or give them anything they want, is the demon, but he's helping people. He's like, so why don't you just leave me alone? I'm helping people, like just like let me be and stuff. And he's like, well, I can't fucking do that. He's like, well, listen, I'll give you what you want. I'll give you opium. I'll give you whatever. And he's like, no, I'm not gonna do that. You know, I just need to take you out and be done. So he's like, well, I can also hurt you.
Like
so he hurts him.
It does show that he's at least making progress. You know what I mean? Even though he's a scumbag, he feels like a scumbag, you know, and he's like, because he is still human, and like what he's done with these little missions, sometimes he goes back, you know what I mean? He goes back to just being a human until they need him again, you know what I mean?
Well, that's the thing. I don't think he remains human throughout all. Like he can die, but I just like the simple fact that he's a dude who died. But he came right back to life, right in the same body, not in a clean bill of health. Nope, they put him right back in this shitty body that's full of...
woke back up.
Yeah. So it's like, I think it's kind of crazy that, like, it's a really awesome concept. Like, we're going to have this guy that travels through time because Lucifer sent him back in time to do stuff, but he's going to be a flawed human being by literally detoxing while he's doing this, you know? And he literally just came back from... 1945, and they sent. Oh no, that's not true. I think he went home for a little bit, right? And then he went and talked to the psychiatrist. So but he sent them back out. So anyway, so he wakes up in the basement. Looks like it's in the basement of whatever place they were in, and there's like these basically zombies there. They're all just like. Bleh. Turns out the guy is able to do what he does. The doctor / demon is able to do what he does because he, he takes the life force of these people, and in return gives them what they want, gives them their addiction, gives them what they want, and so he's able to pull their life force for them, and they're slowly dying, but they were going to die anyway, he says. And and I just want to mention another cool thing, that when he's having this conversation with this guy, with the doctor, before he knocks him out, puts him down there, is that he's like, I'm not hurting this doctor. This doctor was basically on his way out, like his liver is done. Or whatever he says, right? Like, this guy was a drunk, and I took over, and I'm keeping him alive, and he's doing the good that he wants to do, but couldn't do it on his own. And I was kind of, feeling for the guy a little bit, like, for the demon, like, well, that's an interesting concept. Like, this demon wants to help people, but meanwhile, he's draining people's life force to do it. So you're kind of, but again, these are people that are gonna die anyway, but it's basically the entire town. So it's like, where's the line? I think they've really...
You know what I mean?
It is sinister, right? So it's like it just the same way as Lucas isn't really a hero. He's what they call an anti-hero, because the woman who who was kind of like helping him out when he woke up the first time that he met outside, and she's like, he wants to save her, he wants to save her, and so here's the weird thing: is that the demon girl? Who's the girl that he's talking to? That's in like the pants and the boots. That's the demon, isn't that the woman?
It's in the pants and the
boots. Other demon?
Oh, right.
Yeah, who is this woman? I got confused by that.
I was confused too. I think
that's the other demon, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, she's pissed because she's like, he's cheating. Because this isn't how the game is played. He's using humans as D-cell batteries, and then okay, there it is. And then she disappears. So she like he's like he can't do anything, So he walks over to the woman that he wants to save, and the demon disappears. And then, like you said, did I mention I also hate zombie movies? They all start to like swarm him and stuff. And then the Comanche comes back and saves the day, and not saves the day, but guys, if you hear that pounding again, I'm really sorry. That's my neighbor's son upstairs. He's just jumping around, I guess. So if you hear the pounding, I'm sorry about that. And but no, just like the story, I love the way the story folds out. And can I tell you, it's not like it's anything we haven't seen before.
But it is.
If you think about it. But it is. It's just a real. I would love to see this in a show.
Yeah, I think
how they're
be.
doing
I
like
think
Preacher.
This will be a show or a movie, without a doubt. It's only 6 issues. It's written by it's like not written, but it is written. It's written by the guy that did Sons of Anarchy, right, or some shit like that.
Oh yeah,
I honestly feel like
yeah.
it'll fucking definitely be a show, without a doubt.
I would love it to be, because when you have something like this appear again, it's like Quantum Leap for this generation with some horror thriller shit thrown in, and I think that's amazing. So yeah, I would love to see this. So just to finish off the issue, he goes back to the guy and he ends up shooting the guy and he gets the demon, and it's just really cool. He goes right back in. Right back to his body, he's like, what's happening and I love the effect of him disappearing. He just goes like this yellow reddish kind of thing. And he's like, how could you, as he's leaving, he's like, what's happening? He's like, I gotta go. And he's like, how could you see him? Like, he wants to know how the Comanche could see the demon. And he's like, Lucas, there are more things than demons roaming the earth. Consider that. Really cool little foreboding thing. Like, really enjoyed that.
Whoa,
Yeah, really awesome. And then he's back in his AA meeting, and has a little scene with the doctor who she's like, you look pale, this and that. He's like, whatever, I'm doing all right, whatever. And she's like, then he sees that Gadriel again, and he takes him. He's like, dude, I just got back. Can I just take a minute? And he's like, no, shut up, go do your damn job. And it's just really interesting. Like, they do some jump cuts here that like I have to read twice. Like, he's like, you thought Deadwood was bad. He's like, it's a picnic compared to where you're going. And the next panel is, he's like, Jesus Christ. And there's some commando stabbing someone in like a swamp. And you're like, what the I'm like, wait, what? It just pops you in
Jesus
and it
Christ,
turns out.
He ain't here, boy. Which right off the bat,
boy.
we're like,
Get
that
over
line
here.
and then that next line, like, and then seeing what he's wearing, you're like, Vietnam. Like, you just know that shit. Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah. I knew right away it was Vietnam. And he's like, now get over here and paint up. We're going hunting. And he's like, Dad? And he's got the ears around his neck. It says next, Vietnam, 1973. That's going to be awesome.
Dad in fucking Vietnam. Vietnam is one of those things that fucking, it's hard to describe, but it's like when you think about it, it's just like disturbing, man. Like shit like that, like just carving somebody up right there in the woods, like
taking their ears.
crazy.
Like, we take it for granted, but that's a sick ass
really
move.
Is,
you know
man.
what I'm saying?
It really
like,
is.
So I don't know, man. I'm just really enjoying Lucas. The story is really awesome. I just enjoy it. It's like it's nice. It's something different, and it's one of those different comics that we're reading that I look forward to. Actually, I really look forward to reading this comic. It's really great. Don't get me wrong. I love the superhero stuff, and I love what we're reading, but I'm really, really enjoying all this extra stuff. So, Lucas Stan, check it out. It's such a good comic, and I got to mention it because you mentioned it to me, and I'm looking at it right now at the back of the comic. Jack versus Snake. Big Trouble in Little China versus Escape from New York. Now, I started reading Big Trouble in Little China. I'm on the second issue.
This I want to see right here.
Dude, October 2016.
Here,
dude, let me read it. It says Jack Pillars of Heaven Burton versus Snake Deadeye Plissken.
I'm going
Throwdown in Chinatown. Melee of the Mullets.
Team
Really?
Snake
You're going to go
Plissken
Snake?
Nah.
I'm Jack. I'm going to go with Jack Pillars of Heaven Burton, dude. If there's one thing Jack Burton knows, and dude.
Team Snake Plissken.
Dude, direct from ringside.
Team
No
Snake.
television, no radio. Tickets available at your what? At your what does that say? What? I got it digital. I got to zoom in. At your local comic book store, LSC. 6 rounds, so 6 issues presented by Boom Studios. Witness the earthquake and poison arrows. Witness the earthquake and poison arrows fall from the sky ringside, New York City's historic Chinatown. There will be no escaping the big trouble. It's fucking amazing, dude. I can't. What concession provided by Dragon of the Blackpool? Security provided by the Duke. Oh my god, I can't fucking wait, dude.
Dude.
That's going to be awesome. Greg Pak and Daniel Bayliss.
You saw, and
that's going to be awesome,
that,
dude.
You saw this, the Frank Miller
Yep.
RoboCop.
If you follow us on Instagram at TheComicsNoob, you'll see I posted the complete Frank Miller RoboCop omnibus.
Now,
dude.
do you see the page after that? Because I'm thinking that's going to be our post-Lucas stand.
Oh, what,
Appalachia?
Warlords of
Yeah.
Appalachia? Well, it's not the same writers, though, is it? No, I'm just saying, like, I didn't.
It looks fucking
no.
awesome.
Oh, this could. You're right. This could be. Yeah, Warlords of Appalachia. That looks pretty cool. When's it coming out? October. Dude, October has got some really good shit coming out, man. Fuck, it's gonna be a busy October. Plus, we got Comic-Con. You know, we're gonna have to do a whole. We're gonna. Oh my god, we're gonna play a lot of catch up because we have beginning of October. So, dude, we're gonna do big episodes. I can't wait for this RoboCop. It says bringing to life Frank Miller's unproduced RoboCop 2 and 3 screenplays in one 400-page volume. I can't wait for that. I love RoboCop, dude. Love RoboCop. Anyway, okay, so, dude, amazing, and that's in December. So that's birthday present. We're gonna each buy each other this for Christmas. Meanwhile, we could probably just like whoever gets right. Just give it off to each other. Anyway, okay, good stuff, man. Lucas Stan, really good stuff. I really enjoy it. Guys, I hope you're enjoying the show. This show is brought to you by, well, nobody. We don't have any sponsors yet. But I'm hoping we'll get sponsors soon because that would be awesome. We're in issue. God damn it. We're in issue 12. Let's just say we're in issue 12 talking about episodes of comics, all right? That's what this is about. And no, we really do appreciate everyone who listens. And please, guys, leave us a rating and comment for us. There's my PSA. Let's move on to Batman.
Yes.
Batman number 5. Okay, Batman number 5. My man, to give it, lay into me. Come on, lay it down. Lay it down, dude. First of all, the cover.
Wait,
which
real quick,
cover?
Real
you
quick,
got the one where
this series is so good that like my friend who like hated Rebirth, he wasn't fucking with it. He was like, nah, I don't like that shit. I don't like what they did. I'm not reading it. And I was like, for fucking months, I was like, dude, read Batman. Because he's like the biggest Batman fan I know. You know, like 10 times bigger than any of us. So I was like, dude, yeah.
And he's not reading it?
Like,
really?
he read all the New 52, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But he just wasn't fucking with the Rebirth. I was like, dude, trust me. So finally he comes to my house and I had to run to the store and him and my other friend were at my house and my friend pulls out my Batman comics and gives them to him and he reads them all and he's like, dude, I'm gonna like this is incredible. Like, so now every time they come out, he's like, dude, did you read Batman 5? I'm like, yes, now you're on it. This is
nice. Awesome. No, maybe we can get him on the podcast.
I told him about
like
it. He knows about it, you know.
Get him to listen. Anyway, if you're listening, you listen to this. What's his name?
My friend's name? Tom. Yeah.
Tom. All right.
If you're listening, Tom.
We know Tom's.
Let's do it.
If you're listening, Tom.
He's the one.
Yeah,
that's
good
drawing,
stuff.
He's the one that's drawing the comic that I'm in. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
He's drawing.
That's fucking great, man. That's awesome.
My friend Rob.
Oh, we got to get him on here, man. He's a local comic artist. We got to get him on here.
Out sometime in the next few months, so we can talk about it. You know.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we're definitely gonna. Don't worry. Awesome. Yeah, we're definitely gonna talk about it. Yeah, that's definitely cool, man. All right, cool. Batman 05. So, yeah, fuck Gotham. Literally, fuck Gotham. It's basically what's happening at this point in time. You go ahead. You wanna lay it down?
What, Batman? You want me to lay down Batman? I'll lay down motherfucking Batman.
Do it.
All right, so basically it starts off, and Gotham's still fucking going crazy, like freaking the fuck out. And then we see Alfred in the Batsuit driving the Batmobile.
So
dude,
barely fits.
I know it's all saggy and shit.
I love it. I love Alfred. I love it. He's basically like, oh yeah, sure, I'll watch your son. Oh yeah, sure, I love watch. He's the best thing ever. Oh hey, you're gonna go for a walk down Crime Alley with Martha and her best pals? Sure, that wouldn't be absurd at all. Like, I fucking love.
He's just talking so much
Alfred.
shit,
I feel like if we ever get to interview Tom King, I'll be like,
what is your inspiration?
Tom,
Who
you
is
like
the person that
no,
made
like, you love Alfred, don't
Alfred
you?
like
You
this?
love writing Alfred, right? Yeah, you love Alfred, don't you? You love writing it. I feel like I would love writing. I bet you he loves writing for Alfred.
So he
So anyway,
smacks
go ahead,
the
keep
fuck
going.
into Gotham. Gotham basically gets up. He's like, what the fuck? And fear not, citizens of Gotham, the Dark Knight has returned. And he's standing there like, I'm Batman. And Gotham's like,
Yeah.
no, you're a guy in a mask. And Batman's like, I'm here, Alfred. He's like, thank God. And
He just fucking run. Dude, the shot of him running away is so fun. He's all skinny and shit, just running away.
he's like,
I
oh,
love
thank
it.
God.
I love
and
it.
runs away. And then a fucking kick in the face.
Because that
and here's
shot,
Batman, you know?
yeah, dude. But that shot of Alfred when he first jumps out the Batmobile, he just looks pretty. All right, man. It's like Batman with a mustache, you know. Like, he looks pretty dope right there. He's
like
a little
the
skinny,
Batman
but
of France.
yeah. Inspector Batman. So anyway, yeah. So he plows into fucking Gotham. That's a great shot too. Slams into him and.
Yeah, and then he's
Right.
you know what he's basically trying to talk to him still, and he's kicking the shit out of him, Batman. And let's see, they go back. I read this a while ago, so I don't really remember here.
They go back to the
Batcave, and
um,
fucking Claire Gotham Girl wakes up, and she's all like, shaken up still, and then she says, I'm still infected, and then fucking him and Gotham are fighting, and he drops the Batwing on him, drops that shit on his fucking head, just swings the fuck out of there.
He just like, I'll just buy another one, I'll be fine. But like, he just like uses
and then
uses
more
the
awesome
shit
Alfred.
out of his
he
toys,
goes,
man.
I'm taking the costume off, and if you want me to put it back on, I need a substantial raise in my wages.
Yeah. So
oh, Jesus.
it's
So he says, I need you to get on the bat phone,
and then,
make the call. And then basically while the Justice League shows up, we see Claire freaking out in the cave. She throws Robin's suit.
Duke is scared. He's like, oh my God, am I going to die right
He's
now?
like, what the fuck? And she's freaking out because she's like, that's my brother. He never left me. All this bullshit. So the Justice League's here. And then, we see that pretty awesome shot. Even though I don't fuck with Superman like that, it's a pretty awesome shot when him holding him. He's holding Gotham.
Yeah.
And he's like, we're Batman's friends, all fucking stupid and fucking square and shit like he is. Batman's back there on the building.
No, come on. I'm loving Superman right now. But this was a really, really cool. Like, I was like, wow, shit. Like, I did not expect the fucking Justice League to come flying
Especially
into
because
town.
Batman almost right away was just like, yeah, we need to make the call. Like, do it right now. Call him in.
Well, because he can't. It's like him fighting Superman again. Like, he's fighting Superman.
Well, I mean, I don't think he knows it yet. But once we find out the way the powers work, where basically they trade lifespan for power, so they can be gods for, what did they say, a couple of years or a couple of months or a couple of minutes?
No,
minutes.
minutes.
They could be gods, or they could be ordinary people for years, and they could fluctuate it basically, which is.
Dude, he punched through Cyborg.
I mean, before that, he basically fucking socks Superman in the face. He fuck you, and then he puts his fucking hand through Cyborg. You're like, I guess he can't be dead because literally,
is he gonna be okay?
The funny thing is, the physical copy of this right now, like on the left is the page where he has his hand through Cyborg, and on the right is the cover of Cyborg 1. it's like the next
is it really
here, and you're over there like, I don't fucking think so.
When does that start? I might read that, dude.
Twice monthly beginning September.
I actually might read that, dude. I kind of like Cyborg from like the cartoons and stuff. Anyway, we'll get into that again. But Jessica Cruz so Jessica Cruz and Simon Boz show up, and that's awesome. I like those two characters. I really like those guys. I'm reading the Green Lanterns, and I really like them. It's a really cool comic. I think you should, get into it eventually, like maybe like in the first trade or something, or whenever, or if it comes into. But it's definitely, I think you should check it out because it's a really fun comic, and it's like there's some crazy shit happening over there. But yeah, he punches through whatever she's throwing at him, knocks the Flash down.
Out. He punches through that fucking lantern meteor thing. He backhands Flash. He breaks her fucking he grabs her lasso and fucking tosses her into Batman. And then he beats the ever-loving shit out of like he just fucking decimates the entire Justice League in no time. Like nothing, like no fucking effort, man. He just slaughters them. It's fucking great. I love it.
And I'm like,
I was like, yeah, fuck the Justice League. This is what you get for that shitty first issue, you bastards.
I know, yeah, exactly. You get beat up by a fucking guy who's got a cooler costume. But all right, so the whole where she's explaining, again, so Alec said it, and I'll say it again. It's like basically they bought their powers when they asked their parents for all that money, they bought their powers. We don't know what that means or how, but they trade their life for their powers. So they can literally, like you said, we can be ordinary for a few decades, Superman for a few years, or gods for a few hours. And it's like, what? That's fucking... They figured a couple years they could probably...
It was enough for 2 years. 2 years to
2 years,
the city,
yeah.
And then we die.
Yeah. He won't stop until he's done what he needs to do. So, and here's the other thing. I really enjoy the way they've drawn her here. They've drawn her frail as fuck, Claire, and really like young and like vulnerable looking. And I think that's really cool because she didn't look like that previously.
Yeah.
Like she looked like a little beefier, but she looked like she shrunk.
And I love what Batman's doing here. He's like, you want to kill Gotham? You want to fucking kill Gotham? Then fucking kill me. I'm Gotham.
Yeah.
Like you ain't fucking Gotham. I'm Gotham. Kill me then,
Yeah. Well, it was great. Awesome. Yeah, it's just about Batman just doing his thing, man, being like the hero that he is,
I love it, man. I fucking love it. And I think Claire said it this issue. The whole the quote from fucking when he's when everyone gets a chance to be brave or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, right here. It's just like it just means everyone gets a chance to be brave. Yeah. Oh no, Duke says it. Okay, there you go.
Well, Duke says it. He repeats it because he's like, that's what my brother used to say or something. Yeah.
And then he always said we could be brave. And then she goes, and I guess she upped her powers, enough to fucking kill him. Not even just kill him, straight up.
Yeah.
And and then
she I mean, look, it's pretty crazy. I mean, it's pretty like that was pretty sad though, like I don't know that he died,
I mean,
if he's dead, but I don't know, did she kill him?
Yeah. I think she killed him. I definitely did, yeah.
You think she killed him?
And then this is something that I don't understand. Well, she said later after we were married.
Oh, wait, yeah, okay, so let's go to the whole end of this thing.
After he died how he did, after I killed him, Duke and I, we'd come here once a year on the anniversary of my brother's death just to take time to remember. Remember that this is where it started. The origin of Gotham Girl, the death of Batman. So are we going to see the next issue? What? She's going to kill Batman?
Okay, so basically what I took from that is...
Is that what's supposed to happen?
No, so this is something like... This is now pushing this entire fucking thing ahead of itself. So we're going to get...
Duke? That's what's saying here? She married Duke. Okay.
Yes. So she eventually... So I'm assuming she decided to be normal, but maybe uses her powers every so often. And so her and Duke get married, and Batman did something. He ends up doing something. Obviously, look, Batman's a dickbag. All right, we know that. He's awesome, but he's also like he does shit. Like he'll just do shit because he thinks it's right. When other people are like, well, maybe it's not as right as you think, type of thing, But so when I read that, I'm like, well, that makes perfect sense to me that he would end up doing something. You know what I mean? Whatever it is, he ends up doing something. So I like that. I think it's great. Again, another great issue. The writing is fucking great. What's happening in the story, it's pushing it. I think he's doing an amazing job at biweekly shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think this story has a great pace. It gives you what you want, but it also like leaves you wanting more. And I just like it. I just think it's a really great thing.
It's amazing, dude. It's amazing. Like, I'm
loving the
it
art.
So much. Like between this and Eternal Warrior, I couldn't fucking be happier. Like for real.
I gotta get back to Eternal Warrior. I think I'm only on the third issue. Am I on the third issue, fourth issue?
I think they just past week was like the 10th one. I think it was.
Yeah, I gotta get back on that. I'm not, I'll get on that. We'll talk about it one day. Maybe one day maybe one episode we'll just do all like or a special episode.
Yeah,
we'll do a special episode of just series.
Once you get, once you
which we're gonna have to
once
because there's too much.
You'll definitely want to do that shit.
Because there's too much. There's too much to not talk about. Like Saga, we haven't even talked. I love Saga. Saga's so awesome, dude. It's so great. I'm halfway through there's like 36 issues.
I'm still trying to fucking Watchmen because I play so many games, dude. Like games is my first.
I know.
And foremost addiction.
I know.
So I have to make sure that's satisfied before anything.
Well, listen, that is a great segue. Why don't we jump into a little game related stuff? Because all right, so we're done with Batman. It was amazing. Batman was great, and so if you're not reading it, you should read it. But let's finish off. Let's real quick before we do. You should read. Let's go into I want to talk about No Man's Sky because it's been out for a couple weeks now, and I don't have a. I don't have a gaming podcast right now, and unfortunately, I would love to, and I think that's going to be happening eventually. But I don't really have any, I don't really have any forum to talk about gaming stuff, so we'll throw it at the end of this real quick. And No Man's Sky, I mean, I'm really liking the game. Okay, so the game is, we mentioned it last week. It's like Minecraft in a way in space, where you're basically alone in space, and it's an open world, meaning there are other players in your game. You just never see them because there's 18 quintillion planets, But I'm just having fun going. Like I'm still in this. I'm in my third system. My third system. I only jumped twice. I'm in my third system that has 5 planets, and I'm farming the shit out of stuff and going around the planets and figuring out. And because I'm trying to get a better ship, I want to get a ship that has like more cargo space and stuff. And yeah, is the game a little like repetitive?
There's
and
nothing
stuff?
to say about it except that it's a fucking acquired taste. Okay, you know what the fuck?
Listen,
like if you buy the game and you don't know what you're getting into, like then you're stupid for that. That's like you're not supposed to just buy. Like people who just buy things and then they're disappointed at it. That's your fucking fault for not reading first. That's your fault for not researching first. You know what I mean?
Right, for not watching videos.
If you go and drop $60 on a game that you have no idea that you're gonna like it, and then you're mad that it's fucking repetitive or redundant or it doesn't have this, it doesn't have that. Like, that's your fucking fault. Who told you to try? And they get mad at the developers that it was $60 and wasn't worth it. That was your fucking fault. Like I thought it was worth $60. I have no problem paying that shit. I'm having a fucking blast playing that shit. You know what I mean?
Yep. And the thing is, here's the thing. Sony fucked Hello Games. Hello Games is 15 people, guys. It's 15 people that made a game based on an algorithm, okay? They created some assets, like game assets, that they threw into this algorithm, and the game itself generates what you see by using the assets and what it knows it can use.
Every single time an open world game comes out, the size of the world is compared. Okay, Just Cause 2 was a fucking gigantic world. Elder Scrolls 3 or 4 rather, what was it called? Oblivion.
Skyrim.
That shit was fucking huge.
Oblivion.
Skyrim was fucking huge. The Witcher was fucking huge. But no, this game just made it so no game that comes out from now to the end of fucking history will ever have a bigger, more explorative space. because one
but
planet on
there's
this game is more to explore than the world of any other game. You know what I'm saying?
I read some shit that one guy he's put over 30 hours into the game and he hasn't even left his first planet that you start on. He's been on that planet farming and looking at stuff and finding everything. Now, there's a couple things I want to say. One is, look, the game is sparse in that it makes it feel like there's other people in there, like all the aliens of the ships fly around, ships attack you when you're in space. Creatures attack you when you're on the ground. There are aliens you meet, and they're all the same thing. And it's a little lacking in that, but the potential, and by potential I mean actual potential, that they just released another patch, 3 patches since it launched. They launched a day 1 patch, and then another patch last week, and then another patch yesterday. And I play the game more or less every day, at least for like 15, 30
I try
minutes.
to throw something in,
you know, and what happens is,
do you have any bugs? Do you have any?
Okay, so it's
like my shit crashes a lot. The game crashes a lot.
No, my shit crashed for the first time yesterday, actually. This morning, actually. I played right before work.
Whenever, like sometimes when I'm.
Well, maybe the patch will help that, but they are patching it. They're working on support patches right now, and then the next big patch, I think, is going to be they're going to add some other things. But anyway, there's a lot. Listen, this is what Sony did. Sony took this game and they made it this huge thing that just got away from like Hello Games, and like I don't blame Hello Games at all. I blame Sony for any bad press that comes up. Hello Games never said this game was anything other than what it already is. What it is.
Quiet, explore to your heart's content.
They said Sean Murray, the creator of the game, said himself, this is a very, very, very chill game. Okay? You're not going into this game, your object is to get to the center of the galaxy, but you take as long as you want. There is an overall arcing story that you're this thing, and you can follow a couple paths in the game, one being that of Atlas, and you follow this group called Atlas that will help you get to the center quicker. Or you could do what most people are doing, is jumping to different systems and finding cool shit. This morning, I saw the first animal attack another. I saw the first meat eater. All right, I'm sorry. It was my first experience watching a meat eater attack another animal, and it was like one of those spider things that just attack you all the time.
Those are so scary.
Yeah, and it was attacking that meat eater. I mean, it was attacking another animal, and I was like, "Oh, that's never fucking saw that before."
That has those long like eel-looking flying things in the sky.
No, I haven't personally. Not. No, I've seen videos, but I haven't seen that yet. No, not yet.
Every single planet, and then I went to this one.
No, you must be in a part of the galaxy then that has that. I'm real. My next thing in this game is my next story mission goal is to get to the black hole. That's what I'm doing next. So I have a path. Yeah, no, I haven't joined Atlas yet. I have to join Atlas. I'm waiting to join it. I think after I jump this black hole, I'll get a chance. Because I said no at first, and then they said, well, look, then it made me spurn them. That was the word they used the next time I met up with them. But, friends tell me, it's like, no, you'll get a chance to go and do that again. So okay, so I'm at this point in the game where I'm farming stuff to get to like 25, 26 million so I could buy a ship that's got 36 open slots. Well, it's got 36 slots with, half of them, more, 3/4 of them being open. But I'm like, but do I really need that though? So I don't know what to do. I'm kind of thinking maybe I don't need that. And if I want, I'm sure I can farm a different planet. Like I'll find a planet because I'm farming stuff on these planets. I found the planet that Sentinels don't even attack you, dude. They're vortex cubes, and I just pick up these things, and they don't even attack me. Meanwhile,
that was
another one of these,
like 10, 20 planets. Sentinel didn't fucking look my direction. I was walking into caves full of vortex cubes and just filling up. And
I don't think they care about vortex cubes. It's those damn pearls,
have you
man.
Found sac venom, dude?
Yeah, they attack you for that too.
Yeah, dude, oh my god, they send the dogs on me for the fucking sac venom, dude.
Yeah. Oh, did you fight the big one? The big AT,
no,
the big like
the one that's on the
ATST
back
thing?
Of the case? No, I didn't.
Yeah,
no.
that thing.
I'm so scared.
Yeah,
dude.
I've been fighting those things, dude. Dude, they will wreck
see,
you.
I have the grenade
They have a
launcher, dude.
constant
I have the
beam.
grenade launcher on my fucking shit that fucking blasts everything in one shot.
Sorry about that, guys. No, dude. Yeah, no. Those things. No, you won't. You have to You have to run. I don't even know who's attacking me because it's always from behind. But all of a sudden, it's just a constant red screen. I'm like, oh no, it's him. It's one of them. And I go run and hide. And then I attacked one. I killed one of them. Actually, no, I don't think I did kill him because I probably would have thrown a screenshot up there. But in any case, let's digress. Anyway, I just wanted to talk about it on there. Hell, we should do a No Man's Sky podcast.
One thing I do want to talk
like
about real quick as a whole is the fact that everybody thinks they're a fucking critic. And when did video games become about satisfying your every fucking need? Like, yeah, these video games are put out to appeal to an audience, but to a certain extent, these products are made to be loved by you. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? They're put out, and then you take what you want from them. You know what I mean? Like there's people that think they're like Titanfall, for instance. I'm a big Titanfall fan, so I think this next Titanfall, I'm expecting it to be precisely what I want. Everything I want in this game better be in this fucking game, or I'm not gonna fucking like it. So now there's this this open pre-alpha tech test, right? And first off, everyone on the internet's calling it a fucking beta, like a fucking moron. Even it says
it's a fucking
on
tech
the
test.
fucking screen pre-alpha. It's not even alpha. How could it be a beta? Like, are you a fucking idiot? And I've seen so many fucking articles. Oh, it doesn't deliver. Oh, it's massively disappointing. Pre-orders are low. It's a fucking tech test. It's a goddamn pre-alpha fucking tech test that, mind you, is fucking awesome. And if you like the first Titanfall at all, then this tech test was fucking satisfying as fuck. They even gave you new game modes to play. Like what more do you want? You know? And then the same thing with No Man's Sky. Oh, it was this massive disappointment to all these people. Why? Because you can't fucking get a wife that you can fucking start a family or something. Like, what do you want else to be in the game? You know, they told you what it was going to be. You fucking bought the game knowing what the fuck they said. And you're mad that it wasn't something else. Like right. What is that shit? You know what I mean? Like what is that shit? Yep. I don't understand that. And it happens with everything. People are always so quick to harp on the stupid, like maybe I'm just easy to please, but dude, I fucking enjoy everything. Every time I get a new game, it's fucking awesome to me. Like, yeah, there's always little, this could be better, this could be better, this could be different, but it's like, I never all the games that have come out in the past couple of years, I haven't felt like were really that disappointing to complain on the internet on a grand scale.
Well, you know what? You also you got to realize you also buy. You're not someone that just buys games willy nilly. Like, you buy the shit that you know you're gonna want to play. You know, you're not like fucking anyone who's going to be like, oh, well. If you have the money
to spend $65.16 on a game that you just may or may not fuck with, you're a fucking asshole. Like that, you're an asshole.
Yeah,
you should take that money and go fucking do something better with it.
And then don't, but don't, but anyway, so like with No Man's Sky, like, I'm sorry. Like, if people don't think that, to me, it's exactly what I thought it was going to be, and it's exactly what they said it was going to be. Now, is it, you don't know what it's like until you play it, right? So is it the fact that, is it a little lacking in some things? Or is the game complete? No, it doesn't. Listen, it doesn't feel like a complete game. It really doesn't. I'm sorry, it doesn't. Like, the lighting is weird. Some things flare, some things don't. The water has nothing. There's nothing to the water.
There's very rarely
it's just
water
fucking
features.
Weird. What? Well, I actually just found. If you look on Facebook or Twitter, I actually.
But it's not something
you saw that, right?
A lot.
No, but like, look, we still have a lot of planets to go to.
And
okay,
there's going to be,
the point. A lot of the animals look the same.
The fucking updates, man.
Yeah, that's the point. The next update, hopefully, is going to be where we're going to get one of those freighters, and we can, and they're going to add more multiplayer stuff where you're going to be able to. I want the ability to create a map of the planet I'm on. Let me fly around and create an actual map like you can in Minecraft. I would love that.
I think every time you leave the atmosphere and come back, the whole fucking planet's different.
I know. I guess that's... Yeah, I guess that would be that. Again, guys, it's procedural. That's what that means. So anyway, I don't know. Let's not... I mean, this isn't a gaming... This is a Gamecast thing. So let's just... We'll stop talking about it now, but I just really wanted to talk about it a little bit.
Yeah, I like it.
And we have... And we might have to do a rant on like my YouTube channel or something like that. But anyway, guys, real quick, let's go into You Should Read. Just very, very quickly. I don't want to have this episode be way too long. But real quick, what the fuck am I reading? So I told you guys I'm reading whatchamacallit. I'm reading Green Lanterns. That's cool. I think that's something you guys should check out because it's part of the Rebirth universe and it's cool. And so next week we're gonna talk about Suicide Squad. I think I haven't read it yet. I picked it up. Haven't read it. I'm gonna read it.
Yeah, that shit's awesome.
Did I tell you about Livingstone? I mean, honestly,
I told you about Livingstone.
Yeah, you told me about Livingstone.
That's the only other real thing that
you told me about Livingstone.
Pushing on you right now. It would be that.
Yeah, I looked into that. Have you read A Dark Knight, a True Batman story yet?
I want to. It's on the list.
Yeah, you got to get into that.
I'm like really trying to fucking
still reading Civil War
Watchmen.
2.
I'm trying so hard. I can't. It's so long, and I just don't. I don't always have a lot of time to read it. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna finish it eventually. You know, but I really like it though.
It's fine.
I really fucking like it, dude.
It's great. It's great. I'm curious. Have you seen the movie?
By the way, the reason I thought there was two comics is because there's two movies, right? No, there's two.
No one.
They came out with a second one.
No, there's one movie.
There's a Watchmen. Yeah, there's a Watchmen, movie? And there's a Watchmen. The End Is Nigh.
That's a game.
Are you sure?
That's a game.
How sure?
Yeah, it's a game that they came out
about
with.
This?
Because I played the game. Yeah, trust me. I was big into Watchmen when it was out.
Yeah.
Yeah. My brother bought Tommy bought the comic. Well, those are before Watchmen, which I'll get to eventually. Like I'll be into that. People were mad about that, but that's stupid. I don't know why they were mad about them making before Watchmen. Like, don't you want to see like they have a really amazing down to earth history? Like it's like regular people that have no superpowers being vigilantes. Like that's amazing. You know. Anyway, so I mean that's basically I guess that's basically it for You Should Read. I mean, yeah, we just really quick. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys listening. Sorry we're playing catch up. If you guys want to hear more game stuff, let me know because I would love to do a gaming podcast. Right now, I've got this podcast. I've got another podcast that I do with my family, my dad and my sister. We do a podcast, so I'm working on that. You know, that's another thing. You know, plus I stream, I do YouTube videos. So plus I have a full-time job that I work. You know, as a mailman, and so it's getting rough. But we're building this empire. You guys are a part of it, and it's do or die now. You know, and I'm just tired of not doing what I love doing, and I've been doing it for years. But it's time to step it up and really do what I love. You know, so that's it. So guys, get us on the TheComicsNoob at everything. Okay, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr. At TheComicsNoob. Follow us. Go to TheComicsNoob.com for any archives you want to hear. If you're listening to us on SoundCloud, you can get us on most podcasting services around the internets. So get us there. Give us ratings. Please leave comments. That would be awesome. Leave questions. If you guys leave questions and comments, we will read them. We'll create a new section at the end of each episode where we read them and have your name on there. So anyway, really, really cool. I'm looking into some cool stuff for this podcast to get us onto some like this podcasting network thing and some other cool stuff going on. And you could reach Alec at... This is where you plug your stuff, bro.
On Instagram, I'm the Cult of Personality, and on Twitter, I'm Scruffy Mane. But
and
it's your choice.
And that's about it. So guys, it's your choice. It's your choice. So that's it, guys. Yeah, I like the shit you put on there. So I always double tap that shit. Double tap that shit. Guys, that's it. Thank you very much for listening or viewing or whatever you're doing. Actually, it's just listening, I guess, at this point, even on YouTube. Thank you very much, wherever you're listening to us on. And that's it, guys. Appreciate you guys hanging out and let us know anything and what we should read and whatnot. I know I've been told I got to read Doctor Strange, the most recent one. And I will get to that. I promise. I want, especially before the movie comes out, I want to get into Doctor Strange and check it out. But that may not be something we read. We really don't talk about the stuff that we don't both read. So that's basically what the podcast does. But yeah, so we got to still work on our Batman episode and or episodes of just Batman movies and stuff. And I don't know, whatever, it is what it is. Guys, thank you so much. We appreciate it. We love you guys, and we will see you on the next episode. So, see you on the morrow, sir. Good day, sir. I said good day.